Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. I'm just going to go through some of the news items here today. Temporary guidance on the sustainable fuels is news from yesterday, and it's having a little bit of an impact on the market. And of course, the USDA WASNI report will be out at 11. So here we are. The administration has released a short-term guidance, but it's still going to have to be approved by Trump because it can't get through to in discussion until then. So we'll see if that will be held onto going into this next administration. We'll see. It's possible. Some of those things might. Here's another thing, and here that smug bastard is in this picture as well. But Beijing says it will be deepening the economic ties with Canada as Trump brings trade chaos, and that's likely to happen with all of the other somewhat okay trading partners with China. Now, I say somewhat okay is just they're not fighting, and Canada is not likely to be fighting with China, and maybe even some of the other European partners as well. Even though there's the talk of the fights that they want to get picked that the U.S. is doing, so it could actually move and shift some trade around, which is a good thing. Palm oil is ended a little bit higher. Some of it is because the stocks declined in the third straight month, and that's significant because I think this wave analysis on those futures might actually come into play. Soybean oil exports are starting off really strong. Took this from Karen Braun, and yeah, you got to like this kind of a scenario here for sure, where the soybeans are at and starting off really strong. She also had soy conditions in Argentina week on week, so it's dropped a little wee bit. And now, is it significant enough that it's actually going to be a big deal right now? I don't know. It's pretty early in the growing season. And here's your outlook, basically out to the 24th, and the areas that were supposed to be dry look like getting some moisture. Now, is it significant enough? I would call out, I don't know. And again, I put weather maps into my presentations only because the market is reacting to it. How accurate weather is more than 3 days out is minimal at best. So when you get something that's going all the way out to the 24th, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in it. And here's another weather kind of scenario. So here's your La Nina situation is the blue, and it's showing El Nino chances actually coming in. Improving with the red bars. So you can say that La Nina might be fading really quickly here, and El Nino will be kicking in. So just have a look at the markets here. Canola up pretty strong. It didn't have a really good day yesterday, even though European rapeseed was up. So that pull effect from other commodities. But the feature on the screen is probably the soybean oil at 1.2 cents up today. It was up yesterday as well. Palm oil's up, crude oil's up almost $2 a barrel, and so you got the whole all energies kind of going up, and wheat is just basically stagnant, and you got the Canadian dollar kind of still floundering. So here we are. You're looking at canola trying to reach some of these previous values that we've seen back in early December. We're approaching that with a long drag up here. Looking at if the market does pop above that 635, we've got range to get into this area here to the 660 and 680. Another thing that feature I was talking about is this canola delivery on the January futures, and it looks like, and I would be making assumptions here, but this looks like Viterra. I think they use them as clearing, and you can see that there's been some deliveries made from other companies, and RBC is usually Richardson, Bunge. So you've got these deliveries getting made by other companies to Viterra. Now, I can't confirm those as well, but there's been call for delivery into from some of these companies here. So and who took delivery seems to be getting shared by Viterra and Cargill. Cargill is usually JP Morgan. Here's your rapeseed. Looks like we're trying to get to the top end of these values here, we're really good, strong couple of days of RIPSI going up, rallying back up to some of these highs. So if we can get through those ones, that'd be a good sign that canola is going to have to go as well. So, and what that has also done is actually pulled this value of canola being way too cheap. It's near $170 a metric ton, just shy of it, and that's a good sign. But we'll have to see how the USDA comes out. So here we're looking at it in the oil side. I think it was just yesterday or the day before I said 43 cents to 44 is the value I want to see, and look at that. There we are. We get above the 50-day moving average, and if we can stick it there, we can maybe see some values up into those areas as well. 47 cents. Palm oil. Look, it's been trying to find some demand here, and with decreasing stocks, it's very likely to find some demand. Crude oil, absolutely on fire here today. We got a $2 higher, $2.20 higher barrel price, and it's trying to trade right at the previous high that was made back in October, right at the 78.6 retracement value. Soy meal still continuing to fall, even though they're seeing some pretty good export demand when this market is falling, like it has been. Canadian dollar is still going sideways. The longer it can stay going sideways, the better. To maybe find some interest in trading the Canadian dollar. We'll see. I'm not a currency expert by any means. Wheat, there's no really good story here other than it keeps chopping sideways. Same thing with the Chicago going sideways, still looking downward, and the same thing with the red winter, basically going sideways since December. But if we look at the longer term trend, it's a lot longer than that. Milling wheat actually still has probably an upward tilt to it. So, so if we can get some complex, maybe not in North America, but some complex with some upward tilt, that'd be great. Oats consolidating, going sideways here. Might need some direction from corn because corn has got this pretty good channel going upwards here. Live cattle just on fire again. Some big long candles happening here. So, and that's look forward to the final 2024 crop production and the USDA WASNI report. So I would imagine there's going to be some news that's going to come out of that, and we'll be talking about that very likely on Monday.